Hello agents, welcome back to the headquarters. My name is Brakowski, and today I'm going to talk about my thoughts on Ninjago 2023 Summer Set Name Leaks. Before getting into today's discussion, please give me a thumbs up under this video, it will mean a lot to me. If you are new to here, please hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell below for following more videos and news coming up on this channel. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So here's the list of the set numbers and names of the Ninjago sets which will be released in 2023 summer. As you can see, there are 3 spinjutsu spinners, I guess? Something similar with the spinners, arcades, and more in the past years that are smaller in scale in compared with other sets in the same way for younger kids to have fun with. One of the interesting things I have noticed in here is the character they have for this wave. I think it is sort of an unwritten rule, a kind of pattern that at least one character in these spinners of a wave are the focus of that particular season except for Lloyd because he's the leader of the team. An example to that would be having Jay in the arcade for the Prime Empire wave or having Cole in the Spinjutsu burst for the Master of the Mountain wave. Thus, I assume the upcoming season will be another season featuring both Kai and Nia as the main focus of the season because Nia is in one of the spinners of the wave. As for why Kai will be one of the main focus of the season as well, I'll come back to this later. Another thing I have noticed in these spinners is the name of them. In Crystallized the season, Nia and Lloyd are the ones who didn't have the dragon power, and yet from this leak it shows both Nia and Lloyd will have their own respective dragon powers. And that's not the only thing which sounds fishy. In the end of Crystallized, Kai, Cole, Jay, and Saint has transferred their powers into the golden weapons, and the golden weapons then turn into pure elemental powers. So at the moment, the 4 don't have any powers at all. Thus, I got 2 questions in my mind. One is how Kai, alongside with the other 3, will not only regain their respective elemental powers, but also learn the dragon powers. And the other one is how or why Lloyd and Nia can achieve the dragon power when their elemental powers are not aligning with the golden weapons. I think these will be interesting to see in the season. Moving on, we have some set names, and one of the interesting things I found in here is some unfamiliar names appeared, including, hope I'm pronouncing them right, Ross, Sora, and Aaron. I do think these names sound very elemental related. I think Ross sounds something related to fire, and Sora sounds related to air or maybe water. So I assume this Ross and Sora can be someone who are going to be the next elemental masters of fire and water. As for Aaron, since he or she is in the same set with Lloyd, I assume he or she can be the next elemental master of energy. With that being said, all 3 of them can be someone who are part of the villain team of the season, and they are the villain generals who are going to fight Kai, Nia, and Lloyd respectively. It is also possible that they are the new ninja who were introduced in Crystallized, and someone Kai, Nia, and Lloyd will pass on their elemental powers to. Another thing I have noticed here in the set names is the use of words Imperium and Empress. Both of them are words which are associated with the word empire. Thus, I assume a new part of Ninja will be explored in the upcoming season. And speaking of unknown places, this somehow reminds me of the reason why the Ninjago team identified the seasons over the past few years as chapters, as the events the ninja have gone through are adventures, not anything like a mission. Thus, this keeps me wondering the tone of the upcoming season. Will it be something we have for recent years, something what they call as adventures, or something we have in the beginning of the show, something that are associated with Destiny? I do think both style and format are fine to me, but I do have some concerns about both of them. If the upcoming season is going to be more adventurous, I'm concerned it would get away from the main idea of the show, that is embracing Destiny. But if the upcoming season is going to be linked more with Destiny, I'm concerned the season would emphasize too much on one of the characters, making him or her overpowered, like what the show has done with Lloyd as the Destiny Green Ninja. Anyway, the last thing I want to talk about in here is the name of the last set, Ninja Assault Ship, Race Against Time. I don't know about you Asians, but the name of this set somehow reminds me of the Time Twins, Crux and Acronyx, since they are the current elemental masters of time. Back in Hands of Time, those two are not actually eliminated by Wu yet in the end of the season, so it is possible the two will return. Plus, the season that introduced the Time Twins in the show happens to be the same season which has both Kai and Nia as the focus. Remember what I've mentioned in the beginning of the video, that this season is going to have two focus instead of one? This is why Nia will not be the only focus of the upcoming season. She will be emphasized on alongside with her brother Kai, because when the Time Twins are involved, Rei and Maya, the parents of Kai and Nia, will be involved, and hence Kai and Nia will be involved as well. It is also possible that the ninjas somehow go into a time vortex without the effects of the Time Twins, like what they did in Rise of the Green Ninja. That would also explain the name Race Against Time. However, the possibility of that leads us to another question. Why? Why will the ninja go into a time vortex? Or like what this set mentioned, Race Against Time? I guess we'll find out soon in the next season. So what do you think? Are you excited for the upcoming season? What are your thoughts on these sets? Comment down below. If you have any ideas, suggestions, or problems to make, you can contact me with email, Twitter, Instagram, or simply comment down below. And see you later, alligator.